Good day, YouTube. Today, I wanted to record a video regarding just the direction of the market. And it is so important that we understand the direction of the market because, like in life, if you don't know where you're going, you'll be going anywhere, right? You'll be letting people lead you to wherever they want to go, or you'll be following down paths that might not necessarily fit your plans in life. And we just have to know where we are, where we're going, right? And the scriptural text, as always, that we're so grateful for today. I got two of them. One is the back of two, write the vision, make it plain, right? That's first and simple, right? And how to reflect the market. I mean, you gotta know what it is that you're doing. You gotta know what your trading plan is. Once you know what it is, then you can follow that, right? If the market is moving up, you want to be moving up, right? You want to be going for sales if the market is buying up. Next one. Proverbs 29:18, where there is no revelation, meaning again, kind of no vision, people cast off restraint. If you don't know where you're going, if your boss isn't telling you what's the projected to expect it to happen, if you don't know the end goal, right? People cast restraints. So this is why like people have fear and FOMO and all this other stuff in the market because they don't know where it's going, they don't know what it's doing, and simply they can't get with they can't get with trading. They can't get with watching the markets, right? Because they don't know what's going on. Everybody say, "Oh, that's a rich person game." No, I'm a testimony. I'm a testimony that if you trust in the Lord with all your heart, and not Him in all your ways, He's gonna make your path straight. And two, that faith without works is dead. If you lean on Him and go to Him and let Him know that this is something that you want to do, and then you go forth and put the work in. There's nothing too big for God. There's nothing impossible for Him. He made everything, right? All right, all right, all right. So the market moves in three ways. Yes, only three, right? Those ways are do 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 up, sideways, and down. Those are some quick examples. Might not be the best examples, but that's only three ways it can move, right? If it's moving up, it's moving up, and you're gonna clearly be able to see that, right? You want to be able to see things clear. If it's not clear to you, leave it alone, right? This is clearly moving up. This high and this high got higher and this high got higher. It's moving up. In this area in here, thank you, big man. This area in here, down, up, down, like this. This is very inconsistent, right? So this is sideways moving. Found a down move opportunity. Here, it's clearly moving down. It's getting lower. You see, price was getting lower. These candles, these called candles, they're overall moving lower. That's that simple. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. So now, now that you know this information, anytime you're looking at the market, you should be able to identify as clear as a third grader, right? Like you shouldn't be making this overcomplicated. It's clear as a kindergartner, right? Now let me zoom out so we can see. We can clearly see at this point, the market was moving down. It's not overcomplicated. And this area in here, it wasn't really getting higher, it wasn't really getting lower. It's a sideways moving market, also known as consolidation. And in here, let me reload that. Go ahead, reload the page. I gave you a down example, gave you a consolidation example. And at this moment, market was moving up. Get my tool again. Sorry about that. Don't make things complicated. It's that simple. Now, as my mentor told me, trading is a art and a science. Why is that? Right? Because I can look at this trend, and you can look at the same trend, and you can come up with different levels of how you draw your downtrend, right? Find that tool, path tool, right? Some people can do their downtrend like this. Bada bing, bada boom. They can draw something like this. They're not wrong. Overall, it's moving down. Some people can get their trend like this. Looking at the same thing again, they're going to catch every single detail of the market moving lower, right? Are they wrong in that? No, they're not wrong in that because, again, this was moving down, right? So they're not wrong, right? It is an art and a science, as my mentor told me. And what I want to share with y'all, if trading is something that you're into, an indicator that I like to use. This indicator called the double zigzag, right? This keeps my approach to seeing trends, seeing trends very robotic, very mechanical, very the same approach every single time. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to my other screen. And it keeps my approach to it the same every single time without being changed. Gonna how do I share my screen again? So this is the indicator, this is the tool that I use that keeps my approach mechanical. And just always viewing it the same way. Like I said, it's the art and the science, right? It's so many different trend, sorry, I just deleted. So many different ways to view it. And we just want to have total clarity. We want to be able to see things the exact same time, the exact same way every single time, right? And that is how we get to become consistently profitable by doing the same thing every single time. So right. Um, so before I explain how I use it, let me just explain a little bit about this. So you can always go to the indicator itself. You always go to the indicator itself, and you can hit this, read more information. It shows like information that the person who created this, how they used it, what it's used for, something like that. But more specifically, what will be helping me and aiding me and helping me to explain to you all how exactly it is mathematically used. I'll be going to the settings of it itself. So for for the minor trend here is going to be the red and the green and the red, right? So this is a minor uptrend here, as we can see. Okay, and this is based off in an uptrend. It's going this these dynamic indicators will form if they in the uptrend they close lower than 8 of the previous candles, right? So this went up and it came down. So we can, if we really zoom in, we can count it, right? But it's the thing, like when you use the indicator tool, it does the counting in the math for you, so you don't got to do it yourself, right? So it is high point of 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So this closed beyond the 8 previous candles, right? And I'll just keep doing the same thing, keep doing the same thing. And that is the minor trend, right? And then for the secondary trend, which will be the blue and the purple, right? You have here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is based off every 20 candles, right? So we have the higher high at this point here. So at a certain point, right? Let's just count in backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We don't got to see. We don't got to count all those, but we can see that this is closed lower than the previous 20 candles, right? So that is secondary trend. And then the third type of trend, third type of trend that we can see in the market is just the primary trend, right? And that is simply the overall move, right? That's the overall move, right? And now in my personal trading, I like to use the secondary trend, like to trade the secondary trend. So I go in here and so right now it's showing both the minor and the secondary. I just show secondary trend. and this helps me and guides me in viewing the direction of the market for my trading, right? So, I just throw it on there, and instead of me counting and thinking real hard and being confused and stuff, no, it does it for me, right? So this is a very helpful tool, and showing me the direction in which I can participate, right? Look in here, there's no consistency down. This right here sideways, got one straight down push and then trending up, right? So that's how I like to view it. If y'all ever like look at my charts and stuff like that on my other videos, like it's probably what you'll it's probably what you'll be seeing, right? I just I dimmed it down. I dimmed it down, right? I made this color almost translucent where it's like clear and just matches to my background. And it's only showing the letters instead of the shading and the lines and stuff like that. Take all that stuff away. Um, yeah. So hopefully this helps give y'all some clarity, give y'all some direction, and it just give you a higher level of understanding and knowledge of what the market is doing and potentially where it's going, right? So, um, very basic, very simple on identifying direction that the market move, and and yeah, getting into how you enter and all this stuff, that is a whole different topic. But yeah, hopefully y'all got some value. If you got some value, definitely likes the video, likes, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment if you like. Thank y'all.